Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome to our Thursday night OpenTTD Series 11 live Let's Play. Welcome everybody. We have an event coming up, an OpenTTD event, so you are probably going to be interested in this. It is the OpenTTD triple live stream for the World Cancer Research Fund. There it is, one massive stream, 3 fantastic games of OpenTTD. It's Saturday the 14th of June, so it is 2 weeks tomorrow, I believe. Okay, 2 weeks tomorrow. This is that we're going on. So, job's a good one for that. Yeah, make sure you get that in your diary. Make sure that you get that in and sorted. Yeah. Oh, for some reason, streamer mode didn't turn on in Discord. Yeah, it normally does that automatically when I launch OBS, and Discord seems to know that OBS is launched, but it hasn't done streamer mode, and I don't know why. So, fingers crossed, that won't be a problem. We can just maybe ignore that. I don't know. So yes, a brilliant event. We've got 3 games of OpenTTD, public games, so any people can join. We've got giveaways, we've got donation goals, and we might have some special guests too. What Kevin B is talking about is this junction here, okay? So this junction here apparently has bits where they could cross in front of each other or something. So the idea is that because we're, and I'm not sure whether you've thought about this, but this is left-hand drive, okay? So we'll be coming through this arrow, turning off here, staying on this side of the road and keeping on the far side, and then merging in like that, okay? Which is fine. And then vehicles that are coming off will split off like this, which again is fine. Emerging vehicles coming on will merge onto traffic here, which is not preferable. Ideally, what you want to be doing is not hitting this junction. You want to be going over it or around it and then coming in over here so that you're not going on before off. So there we. So I'm not sure about that. Basically, though, I tried to make this junction like one of the real life junctions that I know. So we'll see about that. Right, what's the population of all those huge cities? So this one is 205,000. This one over here is 333,000. And these ones are a bit smaller, 97 and 60, 97 and 80 something. And down here, this one's a bit smaller as well, 77,000. So the biggest one is off to the side, but the biggest one that we're going through is the 204,000. The world population is now 4.4 million, so that's quite good. Now, last time we decided that we want to continue past this particular city, this city called Warnbridge, and we want to go down to Trunley with our flying hovercraft. Okay. Yeah, it'd be nice if we do this. Okay, so we've got one here. I'm going to just make sure that that's the same. By the way, your guys' reaction to tomorrow's video is exactly what I was hoping for. Look, I've been looking forward to putting this video out. There's another video I'm really looking forward to, so yeah. You're getting kills in Eve while watching? Yes, of course you do, Brandon, of course. Alright, let's delete a few bits of road. And we'll put our own road in. There we go. And that allows us then to put in the directional bits. We shall delete these bits of road. And we shall do a tunnel. There we go. That should do it, I think. 1, 2. There we go. No problem at all. Now, what's next? We've got a bit of hills, okay, and then there's some more industries. Yeah, okay, it's not too bad. I think some of these bits here are on different heights. They are. They're on different heights. Oh. I'm going to have to go down twice. It's not always easy to see. One of the things I really struggled with Roller Coaster Tycoon was being able to do things underground. I found it quite difficult. Right, tunnel. Yeah, a tunnel there brings us out right in front of that piece. Tunnel under the oil wells. Oh, it's fine. Shh. No, it doesn't work because then we hit this one. I'd have to tunnel again. So do you want me to tunnel down 3 times? Or should we go around it or something? I think we should maybe just go around it. Yeah. Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Yeah. Transport Fever 2 is 75% off at the moment. I'm front of the man. I would take that. Yeah, if you like this sort of game, I would probably take that offer for Transport Fever 2. Although, I did make a video about comparing OpenTTD and Transport Fever. 3 times down? Ask the wheel. Yeah, let's ask the wheel. The wheel knows best, doesn't it? Okay, do we go down? Or do we go round? Put caps lock on now for some reason. There we go. Yeah. Just like the game had no notion of industry height, yeah. No notion of industry depth either. Yeah, I suppose that's true, isn't it? Yeah. Let's find out. Most people are saying go around, but you convinced me to go with whatever the wheel says, so we'll find out what the wheel says. The wheel says we're going down. San says, hello, new subscriber here. I like your tutorials. Well, thank you very much. My OpenTTD tutorials, wheel's not biased. Wheel's not biased. Have been revamped over the last, I want to say about 4 or 5 months now. Yeah. So, but what we'll do, we'll go, should we go down, wait a bit, down, wait a bit, down, wait a bit? Maybe. Let's take that off. Can we go down again here? No. We have to go down. Oh, God. Down, down, deeper and down. I think. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Ah, somebody got the status quo reference. Nobody's supposed to get the status quo reference. I don't even know if I got it right. I wasn't thinking about it properly. And I think that should stop just correct. There we go. You know what? For a while, that was one of my favourite songs, that status quo song. I don't know why. I'm not sure what it is about it, but I think I just enjoyed it. You know what? I think I particularly liked the guitar work in that song. Yeah. Anyway. Everybody's like, what song's he talking about? He's lost it. I haven't lost it. Never had it. You can't lose something you never had in first place. Oh, right, okay, so we're getting close to the town now. And the question is, once we're at the town, how are we going to connect our highway up to the town? Do we do big bridges, or do we navigate around in different ways? I'm not quite sure. Big bridges. I think I agree with big bridges. And hopefully, that doesn't cause any problems with the other stuff. There we go. And then, I'm not quite sure how this... Oh, God, the city's already linking that up. So I think if what we'll do, if we'll connect... What on earth is that? Oh, there's a building in the way. Right, let's blow it up. Hopefully this town doesn't like me... doesn't dislike me too much. So then if we put arrows going... Blow that up. Arrows going into this section like that. And then arrows coming out that way. And then we'll blow this one up and this one up and that one up so that we can replace them and add our arrows in. So this is like where the road or no, not that way. This way. There we go. So it kind of filters out into the city. Although we don't need this bus route anymore because we've got all of this. So we can actually decommission this bus route. There we go. Did the town do that? Don't you dare do that to my highway. Okay, so what we might need to do is preserve the highway around the towns with arrows. What we're doing is we are building a highway from one side of the world to the other. Okay. And as part of that, I am now putting arrows in on parts of the highway for when the towns grow, so that they can't then bridge and spike off it in all different directions. There we go. So for this one, we will do the simple little bridge, and we will come out a little bit more than last time. Yeah. There we go. We'll just take a few arrows off so that we can finish those connections. And then we'll put the remaining arrows on. So we come off here, we can go that way, we can go that way, we can go that way. There we go. So we've got a bridge going over. And we've got a roundabout, sort of. More slip roads. It's more of a bridge with slip roads rather than a roundabout. This is full-time. Yes, I am doing content creation full-time right now. So all the support that you guys are giving me is vital. I'm trying to... So if you look... Here we go. We have recently passed 30,000 subscribers. We need to get it up a bit more in order to keep going full-time content creation. Yeah. Do you play Transport Fever 2? I have 2 Let's Plays, live Let's Plays of Transport Fever 2. Check out my playlists on my YouTube channel. I've got 1 or 2 live Let's Plays of Transport Fever 1, and I've got, I'm pretty sure, 2 Let's Plays of Transport Fever 2. What are they doing? What are these trucks doing? Oh, they're using the highway? Well, that's good. They're allowed to. Look at that. The highway's in use by existing infrastructure now. Okay, so down here we have this forest which we're transporting logs from. In fact, we haven't got enough vehicles from there. We need a few more. Let's clone that many. Okay. And normally they were going through the town and using this road over this railway line and joining up with some other road infrastructure and going that way. But they've obviously decided that the highway is better. Or we could just put them on the junctions as well. Yeah, I think adding like a services like here and here, like on the roundabout, so they can kind of go in. The problem is that if they come into this services and then they want to head like north or on one of the line, they can't. That's a bad place for the services, right? That's a bad place for the services. Let's not do that. Naughty Hellish, don't do that. The road tool gets a bit strange when you are doing it with arrows. Yeah, what do we think of that? I like that. Yeah. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. One of them just used the death ray. There we go. Actually, if you do it as you come off the highway... I think I just realised. Here we go, look. If you do it as they come off the highway, they can come off the highway, service, and go back on the highway. Or they can carry on and go over the bridge and wherever they need to be. So, this is correct. I had them here and here, which forces them back onto the highway. You don't want that. So there we go. Now I think what we're going to need is we're going to need a shuttle service between this town and that town. Just a little bus service. Something nice and straightforward. So yeah, let's just put that there, I think. Let's have a look. How's the town built up? Oh, wow. Well, it's more built up over here, so let's put that there. Yeah, remove that. So we're going for the Foster Mark II Superbus. And we're going to go from this place to that place. We're just going to go across here and backwards and forwards. And we'll clone it so that there are 5? No, wait. 10. We've got 777 vehicles in this game now. What's the game speed running at? We're currently keeping up, actually. The game speed's working. If I fast forward We're getting to 2.7 times speed. That's not too bad. This is a new trick that I am very often doing now. Like, I will not do in the same area. I will not do lots of different separate orders. I will do one lot of orders that do separate routes. It will do one route, will do the next route, do the next route. Yeah. So let's clone that. So now that there's 15 of them, send them on the way. Hopefully these routes don't clog up. If they, I mean, we've got buses here holding up trucks and things already, which is not the best. Right, so we've got those vehicles moving. We've got some depots here. We've got some depots there, a few in that town. I think what might be nice now is if we look at a slightly longer distance. We'll start looking down this end of town. We've been going now for a good bit of time. We've finished the highway, added some junctions, added some services, and we've added some services. So, two different sorts of services. Services to service the vehicles, and services to the towns, which are the vehicles. Now, this road here is getting very busy, as is that one. This junction here is getting extremely busy too. Do we need to do anything? I think it's okay, though. This is busy, but again, flowing. There's nothing wrong with busy. It's when you get, like, tailbacks. We've got a bus trying to overtake there. And then did you see that? It cancelled its overtake. Vehicles turning off are crossing onto this side, and vehicles turning on are turning on this side, so they don't cross over. And it's the same here. Vehicles turning off here, vehicles turning on there. So that's good. Let's have a look at some of the industries along the highway to see if anything else jumps out at us. So, yeah, we've got a few flour mills, haven't we? And a hotel. What? A flour mill. Let's have a look at the industry chain. So, if we're looking at a flour mill, we want to be going from an arable farm or a farm. And I don't think we've got any of... Oh, no, wait, hang on. There's a farm here on this hill. Yeah, I think the next thing we realistically have to do is an end-to-end bus service, right? We have to go from one side of the world to the other direct. Here. That's going to have pretty good coverage, right? Go direct and stop everywhere. How can I go direct and stop everywhere? That makes, like, no sense. We'll do it around this harbour, maybe? But we'll do it slightly away from the docks, so that we're not competing with the docks. Let's go here. There we go. We'll put a depot not far away, but not right next to it. Like, intuition to me just says, look, don't put it right next to it. That's a bad idea. Same over here. Let's make a little hole. Get it. I mean, supposedly, ideally, you want it outside the coverage area, because then you're not taking part of the coverage up, right? We're going to go here. I'm going to tell it to full load. And then we're going to go all the way down the other end of the world to here. Now, we need to tell them to... Oh, it's automatically non-stop. Do we need to tell them to unbunch? I've got a feeling that these ones are going to naturally just unbunch over time, right? I guess including the order to unbunch won't be bad. So before we then go back to the start of the orders, let's go to this depot and unbunch. Make it a group order with a unique colour. You know what? Let's do it. Why not? I mean, I never normally do it, but let's do it. We're going to do a brand new group, because people don't always use groups and they get questions about it. So let's do it, right? West Coast Main Road. Line? You can't call it a line, can you? Route. It's the West Coast Main Route. And we can find road vehicle 867, which is the one we're looking at. And we can drag it into the group, but as we're doing so, hold control. And what that'll do is it'll bring in all of the vehicles that's got the same shared order. So you can now see in this group, even though I've just dragged in one, there's 5. Okay? And then we can set a colour for them. So for the West Coast Main Road, main route, I want to make them dark blue. Then they're easy to see. Right, how are we doing on the wood situation from last time? There we are. We're doing much better now. We've got nothing waiting at big logs. This is good woody. We never named the supply. Oh, you know what we should do? We should name the... Should we name the highway after viewer plus subscribers? Or should we name the junctions on the highway? Oh, look, it looks like it's going to overtake that mail van. It overtook the mail van. Or it looks like it's going to overtake the wood truck. No, it's just sat behind the wood truck. Did they not overtake on bridges? Or was there just not the opportunity? I'm checking out the road vehicle now. The little blue road vehicle there. Is it going to do it in town? Yeah, in the town it tried to do it. But it broke down. Fantastic. So that's 20 more. So that is now 30 on that route, I think. I mean, it's easy to see how many you've got in a route if you just click on there on the station and then click on vehicles. So you can see you've got 30. Let's do it so there's 100 road vehicles. Right, fine. We're good. We're good. Yeah, maybe releasing all 100 at the same time was probably a bad idea. Oh, no, wait. Whoa, 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 stop. Oh, it just arrived. It just arrived. This vehicle has gone pretty much 1,000 blocks. It's gone all the way down the coast. It carried 40 passengers. How much money is it going to make? Joke says 25k. I think you guys are probably in the right sort of ballpark with the kind of 20 to 40k. So we've got a 42. A DGX says 1. You never know. 28, 20, 27, 30, 30, £5. Says Track Dog. And 5,893. We'll call it 6k. Wow. At the moment, I think DG Egg is the closest with 1. Oh no, somebody said 2k. That's not much, right? It's not a lot. It's not a lot, but we've got 100 of them doing it now, and they are absolutely powering down this road. Look at them all. Look at all these guys. All of these are full. We might even need more than 100 at this rate. I don't think I've seen more than 1,000 road vehicles in one company before, but that's what we're doing. So the main highway here, whatever it's called, is getting very busy. We've got vehicles overtaking mail trucks, or trying to. Yep, there we go. So that's good. Highways, oh, one got stuck. Well, here we go. It's tangent time. And yes, here we are. We're using Cam 2 for tangent time. It's not as good quality, but I can point it all around the place. And I've brought my trains down here to show you. There's a quick story behind each one. And we are going to start with this one. This one here is Smokey Joe. Now, Smokey Joe was the second train that I ever got. And the first train was an Intercity 225, I believe. Now, this is not the original Smokey Joe that I got when I was young. And I was about 8, somewhere between 12 and 8, I think. But this is one that I bought later in life to remind me of that second train that I got. And this train actually pulled sweets round on the sweet table at my wedding. So this one does have a lot of sentimental value, even though it's not the one that I got when I was younger. So it's a lot of good memories about that. I am going to make a little video on the second channel about that sweet table and the model railway that I made to go around the sweet table where this train pulled sweets round. Okay, so I haven't got the original, but this one still has a lot of sentimental value. And then over here we've got my other 2. So I've only got 3 in total. I don't collect loads of them. I'm going to have a model rail in the I made the sushi belt reel, kind of. We've basically got 2 incantations of the mallard. We've got one in well, it depends which part of the world you're from, what you call it. It's either HO or 00. And then this one here is Engage. Okay, so it's tiny. Look, my finger's almost as big. So there we go. Those are the now this one I got from my parents as a gift It was a wonderful gift from my parents. They know that I would have liked it, and they purchased it, and I thought it was brilliant. And then a few years later, when I was at the National Model Railway Exhibition in Birmingham, I bought the N-gauge version as well. So there we go. They're the 3 current trains I own. I need to get more road vehicles. This is starting to get silly. Okay. How many road? We're going to have 300 road vehicles. Let's put 300 on. 300 might be too much. What? Is that one breaking down constantly? Reliability is 0. Oh, that's bad. Is it just for that one? No, that reliability is 0 as well. Oh, it's gone too far. We need more depots. Oh, they're all breaking down. Are they not coming off the road to use these depots then? Okay, let's just test this. Let's put a depot on the road. That's not going to work because I need to get rid of this. Right, put a depot on there. Do they service? No. Reliability is 4%. Because you have a depot in the orders, they won't go to any other. Oh no. Alright, let's delete that depot. Oh, there we go. Now they are. So they're using these depots. I wasn't aware that that was a thing. Does that mean that all of these that have got an unbunch order in also don't do it? So in theory, it would only ever go into the nearest depot here. But its service interval is 30% of the maximum reliability. The maximum reliability for the Foster Mark II Superbus, the maximum reliability is 81%. It's a 30% reduction of 81, so you want to go down by about 24. So the answer is 56. It's in the game settings if you ever want to, and there's an example there if you ever want to have a good look. So we are currently at 60% reliability, and we haven't got round to that order yet. What is that? Is that a hover tram? No, it's not. You have to go to bed? Okay, take care. Thank you very much. Yeah, we're just going to keep going here tonight for a while. Why not? It's Friday night. Right, so this vehicle is still not coming back round to the depot. It's on 58% reliability. It should, if it goes past a depot on 56, 55% reliability and it just goes past a depot, we know that this unbunched depot order causes the vehicle to just completely ignore depots, which we don't want. We don't want that to happen, but that is what might happen. So we're down to 57% and we haven't got back round to Nitbourne Holt yet. And what we can do is we can sneakily put depots in front of it. Right, so we can see which way it's going round. It hasn't gone past a depot yet. There is a nearby depot here, but it's ignored that one. It's down to 55 now. There's a section of road here that I can put depots in front of. Yeah, it's ignoring them. In my book, that should service. But it's not servicing. And it changes a lot about the way that... Because I don't normally use depot orders. I haven't done so for many years. But the new unbunch feature makes me want to do it. Yeah, there's always new things to learn. There's always new... And this is one of the reasons why I love doing them as live streams rather than just videos. The fact that you guys get to interact with me and we get to do things... No, we don't need to bring back timetables. Oh, right, okay. Right, first things first. Let's get rid of these bad depots. And also I put a bunch of depots down somewhere. Oh, here we go. Oh, there's just so many different orders where I might have done unbunching, and it's just not good. Right, I did say we were going to name this after a viewer plus subscriber. So thank you very much to all of my Viewer Plus subscribers, all 94 of you. You help keep things running around here. It's like Viewer Plus is a subscription program. It's like what you might get with a Patreon, or maybe it's like a Twitch sub, but it's something that I run directly myself. Gerard, and we'll name. There we go. So this is for Gerard. Can't get my. And we'll call it Gerard Junction. There we go. So I'm going to try and note where I see depots. So there's depots here, and there's some depots here, and then right down this end there's some depots there, and I think there's some depots like. So we need to make sure that we've got a couple of depots down here, and then we've got a couple of depots down there. Okay, so let's get on with that. So we'll go a few going in there, a few going that way. Look at them all diving in, all jumping into the depots there. I would love to get more industries on this. I know we've got passengers and mail. Is that right? Yeah, that's correct. So let's do that. Oh no, they're all going the wrong way. It's fine. It'll be all right. I don't actually know whether this is making any money. Oh, it's making money. Look. It made 219,000 last period. Yes, I've got it. I found the picture of the breakfast. So here's the breakfast. Okay. Now, the notable thing about this breakfast, okay, is that it doesn't have. It's not the full breakfast. Okay, it doesn't have the waffle. It doesn't have the mushrooms and the tomato or the black pudding. But what it does have is a bacon and onion Yorkshire pudding. And that was the first time I've ever had that. Yeah, there's a mini tangent. Maybe a food processing plant. Should we just make food? That sounds like a good thing to do, right? Let's find a food processing plant on the highway. There's bound to be one somewhere, right? Let's disable all industries, keep an eye out, and look for food processing plant. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's 3, and they're all in terrible places. The first one is right in the middle of this town somewhere. One of these ones. I mean, that's okay actually. We could do that. There's another one over here. I don't like this one. It's in a bit of a weird place, right? Food or booze? It's a hard choice. Yeah, but we've just done booze, so food, right? This one, I like this. This could be interesting. Actually, no, definitely this one. Okay, so if we do the 2 middle roads, and then we put cargo things. This might not work. We put cargo bays all the way down here, and all the way down here, and then connect them up like this, like a cross, so they can choose the different bays. And then this is in, this is out. I have no idea if that's a good thing to do or a bad thing. So we need nuts and fruits. So arable farm, coffee estate, fruit plantation. What I was hoping is that there'd be a bunch of them up this side, because this here is where the food place is. And I was hoping there'd be a bunch down here and a bunch down there. I've got it. I've got it. Let's clear this. Right. What we're going to do, okay, is that all of these to the south will hook up to bring like the supplies in, but then we'll go along this road here and deliver the supplies that way. So we've got vehicles going in both directions for 2 different reasons. Cargo start will do it so that we've got ones on both sides. They seem to work better. There we go. Right, so we are picking up the fruit. So we need a fruit truck. If we go onto the vehicle, the cargo types, select the truck. There we are. We've got a dedicated fruit truck. We can full load here, drive down the highway, come down here and drop off there. And we'll just We'll have just 5 of them to start. So new vehicles, we're not doing fruit, we're doing food. So we'll get the Chippy Food Van. Oh, that is a brilliant name for the food van. We'll full load here, we'll go all the way down here. Oh, hang on a second, no. We should go to this hotel where we're bringing the alcohol in and take the food there. Yes, but we need to get a secondary place hooked up, and we'll clone it so that there are 5 of them as well. Nice. How are we doing over here? Wow, look at this. Hardly any blue road vehicles, 2,000 passengers. The ratings are quite good, and the vehicles have made... I bet we could get some more on this route. We are going to start saturating the motorway road, though. That's the problem. Is that the only problem? I don't know. 301 road vehicles. Let's make it 350. You should be able to just like put an order in for a large amount of road vehicles, and then they get delivered. That's what I think. Okay, so we can do something here. We're going to have to hide the trees, otherwise I can't really see what's going on. So we need to get the nuts. I think it's the nuts out of this farm, and then the fruit out of this one, and then we can bridge over this, which is just beautiful. Look at this. Look at... No, there's an industry in the way. Okay, hang on a second. Now look at it. You now have permission. We're gonna have to, we might have to have a spread. Oh no, that accepts the coffee. What's wrong with that? Yes. So we need to get the fruit first. So new vehicles, fruit again. The Kelling fruit truck. There we are. We're gonna tell it to full load here and go all the way down the road to here. And back again. We're going to need at least 20 of them. Okay, at least 20 of those vehicles. But there we go. Like I said, we've gone from one side of the world to the other. We've got depots, junctions, services, mail, food, and all sorts, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And you guys have been fantastic. You are brilliant. Your support has been amazing. Thank you, everybody. You've all been brilliant. I'll see you soon. But for now, from me, take care, good night, goodbye. Enjoy tomorrow's video.